I would like to first start this off by saying I knew this game wasn't going to be the best when I purchased it. I knew what kind of game it was going to be, but there was one aspect of this game that I was unaware of. This isn't just a game review, it's a tragedy. A story of how I was lied to, swindled, downright bamboozled even. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about the worst game of 2024. Jujutsu Kaisen Cursed Clash is an anime 3D fighting game that came out February 2nd of this year. It's based on the popular anime Jujutsu Kaisen by Gege Akutami. The game has gained an interesting reputation, to say the least. When you first open the game, you're met with this menu screen. As you can see, we're already off to a great start. It feels more like a DVD load screen or something you'd see in a PS3 game, and not a game for a new-gen console. However, a game doesn't have to look great to be a fun game. Wow, okay, so the graphics aren't great. And I'll admit, I've only played this game for a few hours so far, but this is the only story mode cutscene that I've encountered in the entire game. The rest of the story seems to consist of these dialogue boxes that are accompanied with screenshots from the show, which feels lazy and cheap if you ask me. So far, this game doesn't particularly feel like it's worth its $60 price point, but let's keep going. The tutorial is basic. You play as the show's protagonist, Yuji Itadori, while his teacher Gojo shows you how to fight. It's nothing particularly fancy, or even interesting, but it gets the job done. You have your basic fighting mechanics, dash, block, dodge, jump, and a few different attack variations. In this game, you can build up an attack with cursed energy, which is the power they use in the show. Now, it's not flashy or anything extraordinary, but up until this point, I was really enjoying myself. That is, until I tried to play with my sister. This is where I discovered that the game did not support local multiplayer, which was the whole reason I had bought it. Now, when I found out this game was coming out, the first thing I did was make sure that it was a multiplayer game. I pulled up the Target website, and in the description it said 2 versus 2 action game and 1 to 4 players. It said nothing about there not being a local multiplayer. And so why would I think otherwise? I wouldn't call Fortnite a 1 to 4 player game because you can play with people online. If I had known this, I would have purchased it digitally and downloaded it onto both Switches. Instead, because I like physical copies of games, I now have a physical copy of a game that I can't play with anyone else. So after this absolutely devastating piece of information, I stepped away from the game for about a week, just because I was so upset. I came back to it to make this video, and I found a few things that I had missed the first time around. I found a character relationship chart where you can unlock different side stories when you get to a certain level with each character. I found outfits that you can both buy and obtain through advancing in the story mode. And I even found certain cutscenes when you have specific players on your specific team. I mean, just look how cute this is.
Not losing to anyone.
I don't want to lose either.
In that case, let's win!
We've got the ultimate sorcerer on our side, Satoru Gojo.
Yeah, what she said! I'm the strongest!
Seeing those characters interact like that really does make me happy, because I really love the show, and I really love the characters. So with that in mind, knowing that there's more to do does make me feel a little less upset. Am I annoyed? Yes, absolutely I am. But I think I can still enjoy the game, even if the game's mechanics are nothing special, and the graphics are subpar at best. At the end of the day, it's a game for a show that I really love, and I spent $60 on it, so I'm definitely going to play it.